Susan, how do I count winners when making a plan for a no Trump contract?
Winners, and that is your sure winners. The tricks you can take without giving up the lead when you're playing a no Trump contract. It's really important to determine the number of sure winners that you have so you can determine how many more tricks you need to develop. Now, for instance, when you count winners, you count ace, king, and queen only. Important thing is, do you have a way to play all of those winners without giving up the lead? If you have a suit that's king, queen, jack, 10, small, small, it may look like that you have at least 3 or 4 winners in that suit, but when you're counting your sure winners, you can't count anything because you have to give up the lead before you can have those tricks be established. So when you're counting winners in that instance, you can't count any in the suit. Likewise, if you have ace, queen, jack, 10, you might be tempted to count 2 or 3 winners. But the only sure trick you have is the ace. So you count only 1 winner. We count only aces, kings, and queens. And typically, you will not come up with the number of tricks that you need. If you're playing 3 no Trump and you can see 9 tricks off the top with no prospects of developing anymore, just take those 9 tricks and go home and say thank you very much because you made your contract. If that's not the case, if you do have tricks that can be developed, it means a couple of things. It means that there will be other people in that contract. And if you just take your 9 winners that you have, you'll make your bid. But if you have potential to develop others, there will be other players who will make 4 or 5 no Trump, or maybe even 6, because they decided to develop the winners they have in one of the other suits besides the one that is led. Now, of course, this depends on how many stoppers you have in the opening leader suit. You need to have at least 2 stoppers if you're going to take a trick in the suit, and then you're going to give up the lead in order to establish it. So when you're counting winners, you're generally playing a no Trump contract. Now, there are times when you count winners when you're playing a suit contract, but you're doing so to try to see if you can get an extra trick by roughing in the long Trump hand. Sometimes you can only come up with 9 tricks, and the secret is to trump in the long Trump hand with a trump that you might have to use eventually to drive out another honor. Particularly if you can count only 9 tricks when you're playing in a suit contract, often using a rough in the long Trump hand will produce that 10th trick. And that can be a really big help when you're trying to plan the play in a suit contract. But in general, when you're playing a no Trump contract, you're going to be counting sure winners. Hi, this is Susan. Thanks for watching this video today. Most of these videos come from our free bridge lessons that we present on Zoom every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. If you'd like to join us for those lessons, you can email us at the address shown below, and we'll send you the link. If you can't attend the lessons, then feel free to subscribe to our channel, and you'll be notified when there is a new one added. Again, thanks for stopping by, and we hope to see you soon.